Hey there, students. I would like to show you now how to go in to take a Proctorio test for our class. So first I'm going to open up the Chrome browser. And in the Chrome browser, you want to first go to Pearson and sign into my stat lab. So I'm going to sign in. I'm going to go into the class. And then once I'm in the class and signed in Pearson, I'm then going to switch over to another tab to go to our Canvas class. So I'll log in and go into the Canvas class. And then I'll go over to, well, let's see if we can do this with a student view. So it hopefully looks like your perspective. So then I'm going to go over to Modules. And the fourth module set is the test. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can take the first midterm. Now, I won't actually be able to show you Proctorio, checking your photo ID and things like that, because I'm not a test taker. But everything else should work the same. So I'm going to say I'm going to take this thing. So it's going to say Proctorio is not going to monitor me because I'm a teacher. I'm going to preview this quiz. And so here we have the exam link to take us over to my stat lab to take the midterm. However, now we're going to actually give my stat lab a password. And the password is in the instructions here in Canvas. I'm just going to, the password is midterm 1. So I'm just going to copy that and then hit the exam link. And I'm going to head over to StatCrunch. And now StatCrunch is, I'm sorry, my stat lab. Now my stat lab is asking for the password, so I'm going to put it in, the one I just copied. And I'm going to go ahead and start the test. 90 minutes for 17 questions. So here's how I've arrived at the test, and I would take the test. Now I would like to also go through a confirmation of using StatCrunch from within the test. So let me move to a problem where maybe gives me a little data that I might use in StatCrunch. This one would work, but let's see if there's a simpler one. I like the one where it just gives us a list of values. It's in here somewhere. Give me a second, I'll come across it as a simple example. How about this one? We're supposed to get the standard deviation of the sample data. And here's a collection of data. And standard deviation is not a fun calculation to do without something like StatCrunch. So I would open this in StatCrunch. Sometimes it stalls in StatCrunch and asks me to sign in. Let's see if I can try that again. Open in StatCrunch. There we go. Okay, so the data is now in StatCrunch. And what is it I want? Oh yeah, let's go for the standard deviation. So I'm going to go to Stat, Summary Statistics for columns, picking column 1, and I'm supposed to get the variance and the standard deviation and the range. So let's see, there's variance, there's standard deviation, and there's the range. There's a couple of things I don't want there, but I'll just take them all. Okay, so here's my information. There's the variance, which I'm supposed to get to 1 decimal place. So that would be like 8.4. And I'm supposed to get the standard deviation rounded to 1 decimal place would be 2.9. And the range of the data values is 9. Rounded to 1 decimal place is still 9. I don't really want to do anything else. Let's just see if that works. So I'm going to go ahead and submit the test. Yeah, I didn't complete all my test. So I'm going to submit it. And there we go. If I look at the question that we did, it looks like I got everything right from StatCrunch, and I just failed to answer this part of the question. So that's an example of using StatCrunch to evaluate the data values when taking the midterm, as well as showing how to access the midterm. So I'm going to close out of this now. And over here, I'm going to submit quiz to stop the, that would normally be how you stop Proctorio from monitoring you anymore at that point. And that's how you would take the midterm. So, of course, reach out to me if you have any questions about this. And hopefully, moving forward, this will allow students to comfortably and successfully take the exams we have in this class.